Alright, welcome back. We are playing on Minecraft Bedrock 1.21.71, which is the latest release at the moment. And I wanted to change this stick farm that we did a little while ago and add some bone meal dispensers to it down the bottom, because I think there's a bit of an area down the bottom where we can add some bone meal. So this won't really be a tutorial, it'll just be how to add bone meal to this stick farm. So I think here you can see it's working pretty well, but it's a little bit slow as we're waiting for this. And there is some room down the bottom here, I think, where we could just add some bone meal dispensers and then hook these dispensers into this redstone. So if you haven't built this one, you can check out my previous video. But I think this will work pretty well with bone meal in it as well. So I'll just grab, I'm just going to do this kind of on the fly because I haven't tested this before. So I think we'll just punch out these blocks down the bottom and then grab a dispenser. And I think this would work quite well with a bone meal farm as well, if you wanted to hook a bone meal farm into this one as well. So let's just get some dispensers here. How am I going to place these? I think we'll punch out the front as well. What are you doing, horse? Oh, thanks a lot. I think we put the dispensers just along here. And then I'll just replace the glass here. Now, how are we going to fire these and load them? That is the only problem. We need some sort of tick that comes from this, maybe. And then as this ticks, it pushes the bone meal. And will that then grow it up and then tick again? I guess we could test that. So I wonder if we put a solid block along the bottom here. And then somehow hook that into this. Or I guess we could put, if you didn't want it attached to this, you could just put a observer ticker on these and just have it feeding in all the time, depending on how fast you wanted it to go. Maybe just put a row like that and then have to feed the redstone down along here. Well, you could just go along the side there, couldn't you? Does that work with redstone there if we put that down along here? Does that connect or not? Or do we need something else there? Yeah, I think we need a redstone torch down there. I'll put a redstone torch here. What does that do? Maybe this needs to come along here and then go to repeaters. Oh, I missed that one. That's not firing, is it? No, okay, so we need to bring this down. Maybe like that. Go around and then into repeaters along here. Because that's not actually hitting these blocks. I think this should work with repeaters along here. You might need another repeater here to keep the signal if you've got a long one. There we go. So now we've got these firing, but how do we load them? That's a bit of a pain. I'm not sure how to load them because they're kind of stuck in here unless we move these over to the other side. Because you wouldn't want to load these manually, would you? Under here. Let's grab some bone meal. Might have to rebuild this, I think. I wonder how this will work. This is kind of just a test. Should start going really fast now, shouldn't it? Yeah, so then every time it fires, it grows them up once, and then grows them again. That's pretty good. The only issue we have is loading these dispensers. So that's okay if you want to manually load them, I suppose. I wonder if you can power them from the bottom, and then we can put dispensers in the back. I mean, we can put hoppers in the back then. So we'll get rid of all this again. This is just me testing it out, so I think I have an idea. Let's have a look. So we want hoppers in the back, but then that might lock the hoppers, mightn't it? I'm not sure. If we do that along... Oh, we need them to go... Is that right if we do that? Oh, we need that. And then hoppers along the back. But I think these might cause issues with the redstone here. If we put these along... Oh, no. I think if you put them facing that way... If you have any other ideas, let me know. This farm creation. I usually do this off camera and test it all works first. And then I think we can just put a bone meal hopper on the end here. Or you can attach it to a bone meal farm, I think. Let's get a chest. Let's chuck a chest on the end. Whoop. And add the bone meal to that. Make sure they're going in there. Alright, now we'll just check the bone meal's going in. I think it should be. Or is it not going to make it in there? I think it's just going to go in the first one until it's full, isn't it? And then it won't keep going. That is tricky. Oh, there is one in here, so it is filling up, or is they the ones I did before? Okay, another idea. Let's remove all the bone meal. As it's only going into one, we'll just move this. And then I'll just put the chest on the back here. I wonder if I do that. Man, it's so hard to place chests up here. And then we could do another lot of hoppers. This is getting to be a mess, isn't it? If I do hoppers into here, and then hopper into there, and then put another chest. This is a Mongolian farm now. And then put the bone meal in. Does that distribute it evenly? It's a bit of a mess though, isn't it? We got bone meal, bone meal. Have we got any bone meal in here? Yeah. Oh, that's good. So now we should be getting evenly distributed bone meal here. So then you could feed your farm into that. And I don't think we'll need any more than 4 of these growers. And then all we need to do is power these. This does require quite a lot of hoppers, which is a bit annoying. But this is only if you want a mega powered version of this. That's not firing them anymore, is it? So let me think. You can either put a pulse down here and power them all at once. So I think you can power these from the bottom, can't you? If I put one there. Oh, that powers that. That's no good. Does that power that? No? Does that mean then every time that gets fired, that will go out? And then stop it from growing? I'm not sure. I wonder if I run this down here. Oh, it must be lunchtime. Then if we run that along here, what happens then? I think you need to get power into the back of these now. Or can you just get the redstone dust along here? Does that work or not? I will solve this. This is annoying me now. So apparently to power dispensers from the bottom, I had to look this up, you have to put a block underneath and then power that block. So if we did that, that should power them, hopefully. But then... And then to power this block, we'll need these. Oh, this is really complicated now. And then we're going to get the signal down there. Testing that that's actually getting it out of there. And now if we just want to... You could just put a clock on that if you wanted to just have them feeding all the time. Or you can run a signal down there, I think. Do we want to run a signal down here? Might as well. Let me know if you have any more efficient ways of doing this. I'm sure there's heaps more efficient ways. But this is kind of a fun way. Because then you can... It's kind of like one of those endless machineries. There we go. So now we've got this. And then every time that powers, that feeds up more bone meal and grows it more. Maybe we need to put a delay on that actually. That seems to be okay. We could put a little bit of a delay on these. So then that they're running a little bit slower. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so then when it fires, then it runs a dispenser after. Yeah, there we go. So it goes, it pulses these, and then they go down and feed this bamboo, and then grow up. And then feeds, grows up, feeds, grows up, feeds, grows up. Look at that. That's an awesome stick farm now. All right, now we have to just do the whole build at once. Or you can just go through my babbling tutorial. Not really a tutorial, it's more of a just playing around making this stick farm even more efficient. So anyway, that's our Bedrock version of the automatic stick farm, version 2.1. So you can follow the other tutorial for the other stick farm, and then if you wanted to, you can add this crazy contraption on the back with bone meal. And then I might even put another bone meal. I wonder what we could create with a bone meal farm. What creates bone meal? Yeah, maybe I'll do that in another one. This is already getting pretty long. Anyway, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Look how good the stick farm is now. I wonder how many sticks we're getting. 1 million sticks. Shall I put this in here? Look at all the sticks. So good, and I haven't even filled up with bone meal again yet. Going nuts. I think I prefer it without the chest, actually.